Video, another episode of Everybody Hates Black Man. I'm your host, Edward Anderson. Let y'all get in here. We doing random hot takes today. That's why I might start calling it until I title it on some other stuff. Shout out to everybody out here. You know, it's Monday. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't did shit today. Today was fucking day for me. I did put together a video. I actually got a video on coping with white fatigue. Cause somebody emailed me and I emailed them back, but I wanted to make it a video. Obviously not putting anything they said out there, but it turned it into a video. So that'd be dropping tomorrow. It should have dropped today, but I forgot to publish it. But YouTube basically cleared it. So we got some hot takes. We're gonna be talking about. Some of y'all may need to remind me. We got the quote-unquote T on her app. We'll see how long that lasts with the female T app. The T app for the bitches. For dudes. And, you know, these hoes. And it's always ugly hoes, too, by the way. You know, I've been scrolling through TikTok, and every time it's an ugly bonnet-wearing big back. And I'm not even saying this just to be stupid. This is just the description. It's always the big bag hoes talking about big bag, well, not hoes, but the big bag females talking about we were on the T app in order to, you know, protect other girls and talk about and be safe. That even the women came out here saying that that's a bold-faced lie. Why are you lying? Like, why you lying? Why y'all lying? Now, the attractive chicks ain't saying that. You know, they just talk about, oh, girl, they got a T-app, whatever. And you know, they giving whatever they giving. But, like, real talk. I mean, I should have saved the videos. These laying on your stomach, big bag bitches. I saw 4 chicks. They all big bags, all got a bonnet. 3 out of 4 was wearing a stomach. 3 out of 4 was laying on their stomach. 3 out of 4 had a bonnet on. It's always the ugliest chicks lying, talking about y'all was trying to. Everybody exposed that app. The app was not primary. It may have had protection features, but that's not primarily what it was used for. It was used for protection, like YouTube is used to post text on its post part community posts. Stop it. Then you got women talking about, I'm gonna put you niggas on there and say you got a little dick. That's what a lot of y'all was using that for. Sexual menus. You know, it is what it is. This door was open. Like, honestly, this is not even what a lot of the original people on the T app was using it for. But black women came in here and y'all want to be the shade room. And again, y'all ultimately fucked up. And by the way, before then, these Facebook groups too, because now a lot of dudes are aware of, a lot of regular dudes are aware of these groups y'all had. A lot of y'all are nosy bitches. I got other stuff I'm gonna talk about too, but a lot of y'all are nosy bitches, and one of the things that one of the things about females, and sometimes you gotta give it time, because you know, when you give it time, if these chicks are around you enough, they're just who they are is going to come out. Especially if you fucking. If you not fucking, then they're not dealing with you. You shouldn't even be real talk. You should be around them unless there's something tangible you're getting from them, or tangible connections and stuff like that. Women are great for connections. Like, if you trying to connect with, if you trying to mine through dudes that may have some money, have some money status, or got some stuff going on, or maybe potentially looking to make more money and stuff, women are great for that. But dudes, unfortunately, a lot of that's one part of the problem with nice guy syndrome. Nice guys don't like to use women, or nice guys don't like to do anything that's perceived as using women. It's not using, it's leverage. It's only using if you're just extracting shit from them and you're not giving them anything in return. Like anything. So a good dick could count as something in return. And most guys, they don't want to even approach being like that. So what they do is they just, they deal with this, you know, you're just gonna give. And not even understand that life and human relationships are about reciprocation. You're not supposed to give, even as a man. Because women don't, because if you give, and women don't, and you don't expect any reciprocation or demand it, then they won't value what you give them in the first place. You actually minimize the value of what you're actually doing in their mind and how they feel it by how you're responding. So anyway, good guy syndrome. But going back to the T app, so these chicks are crying, various degrees, some of them more than others, about the T app. Hopefully the men have calmed down and they realize, okay, we can't put this because it'll get in trouble. There's ways to kind of, I'm not here to tell people how to put people out here, but there's ways to put people out here. You don't do that directly on the app. Like, you don't. You got to create degrees of separation for stuff like that. And it is what it is. I'm personally for not doing that anyway, but it's funny because what the women aren't telling the truth about is y'all want to be able to basically do whatever y'all want to do, but the men can't. Y'all want to be able to lie. Like, if you're in, like, here's my thing. If you're on these Facebook groups, then chances are that you ain't dealing with the right type of niggas anyway. And so a lot of these chicks are too nosy. They're toxic. They love that. Toxic is not about necessarily doing toxic shit. Toxic is about you love that toxic shit. You love that shit. And a lot of purple pill dudes are not honest about that. They have this thing like these women are just in these situations out of their own control. That's bullshit. These women love that shit. And not just hood chicks. Suburban chicks. They love it. They love it. That's why they stay with the same motherfuckers. And where men have to really be on is, look, if you like that shit, take the lefts and the rights. Take the highs and you gotta take the lows with the highs. You like alcohol, you gotta take the hangover. Or don't do drugs. Or don't drink. I don't drink like that. And it ain't just what drugs, sugar. You like sugar, you gotta take the bullshit to crash and the bullshit that comes with that too. You gotta take being overweight if you don't control that shit. You gotta take that shit. It's with anything. So a lot of times when these women are bitching, that's all they're doing, bitching. But they love it. Even when you hear some of these women talk about it. Ooh, girl. Ooh, child. Ooh, look. They got the TM. Ooh. Oh, I wouldn't know about me. Ooh. It's like, this shit is childish. So at the end of the day, yeah. Because here's the thing. Y'all put niggas out here that's fucking. The niggas that y'all are putting out here are the least niggas y'all should be wanting to put out here. Because those are the niggas that actually got y'all secrets. Y'all bitches busting it. Like, I've seen what these chicks be out here doing. Like, a lot of us have. A lot more of us have that are red pilled than they like to admit. We see what y'all are doing. We know what y'all about. I don't know why y'all be trying to front. Like, people don't know how y'all get down. Y'all can sell to play that game to some dudes, but a lot of dudes do. And the dudes that know the most about what y'all been doing, these are the dudes y'all want to put out there as if they don't got evidence of what you've been doing. The difference with dudes is because dudes provide tangible value to women. It's way more y'all that's in relationships with goofy ass niggas in 50-50 relationships. In boyfriend, girlfriend relationships where you just need a place to lay your head where a dude is gonna pay a good amount of the bills while you outside and these niggas are stupid. It's way more y'all doing that than it is dudes. Cause at the end of the day, most of these women know that if dudes are out here like that, they probably out here on them. Most dudes are not cheating like that no more because why? Men don't need women like that. Men do not need women to pay for half the shit like that. Y'all want us to pay for everything, but still be outside. That's the difference. Shout out to last year Deviants Gaming with the $20. I've been on TikTok for 2 weeks, and it made me realize that it's the biggest selling platform ever. I don't pay shit because ninjas that women like don't get sugared. Big D niggas don't pay regardless of race. I mean, it ain't even just that. Dudes that got motion, you right. I mean, the women, and that's like the thing that women never talk about. That's still, like, even purple pill guys have not pushed that yet. It's really purple pill guys that should be saying, look, you ain't got no right. You got this. This is the thing. This is what I want purple pill niggas to start saying. Like John Cannon, all of them dudes. It is a good selling platform too, though. Like now, these motherfuckers damn near doing straight commercial promotion. It's funny seeing some of them promote stuff. Like John Cannon, some of this, like, I ain't gonna lie, some of this shit they be promoting, be like, oh, I might want to buy that. I saw a pull-up bar on there that you could put together. That push-up thing I actually might buy. It's like $15. Yeah, it is a good selling platform. It is a good selling. People be buying shit on that shit. People be selling shit on that shit. Hell, I know somebody that's close to his space. He done sold dogs on TikTok. He done sold puppies on TikTok. Like, bred puppies, sold them. Y'all, like, people be sleeping on TikTok. It's more and more like, I like TikTok, and TikTok is what TikTok is what Twitter used to be. TikTok was what Twitter was back in the day, except TikTok is way bigger, you know, as far as bigger than that. But the spirit of TikTok, at least as we see it here, it's kind of like what Twitter used to be, except with video. So appreciate the $20. Shout out to that. But yeah, man. And so it's kind of like y'all open these doors, like y'all open these doors. You not gonna stop these niggas from getting pussy. Even the niggas that quote unquote got a little dick, you not gonna stop these niggas from getting pussy. Cause chances are them niggas be tricking. And little dick, that's subjective to some of these hoes. Some of you bitches, y'all coochie so trash. Y'all need a dude that's and first of all, mostly it ain't that many, man, please. These bitches be lying. And a lot of times bitches be lying too. So it's like you got a whole bunch of hoes talking about a nigga got a little dick. Well, clearly he gets a whole bunch of hoes. So clearly it can't be that little. Either that or he's a trick. And you. So what are we talking about? So like that never works the way you think it's going to work. And so these women, when they get on these Facebook groups and they like y'all just love, and here's the thing. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again, I'm not gonna harp on it too much. Y'all are bringing this shit to a city near you. All y'all doing is the dudes that really don't give a fuck about no red pill shit, because it's like, I'm out here. Y'all just giving them a reason to jump in on this shit. Oh, I got you. And y'all just adding to the ranks of dudes that's gonna verify what we saying. They just gonna verify how fucked up y'all are. So if anything, y'all fucking up the purple pill people. Cause the more these purple pill people engage, even like Media Man and shit, cause you done had kind of some dudes come on here that really be putting it out, but you ain't had a whole smorgasbord. You ain't had a whole fleet, a whole like wave of dudes that just be on the gigolo, like kind of like what happened with Cassie and the those escorts. You ain't had a whole wave of niggas just come through and just say like just on low. Cause these dudes are on the internet on Instagram to the extent that, you know, that's where the hoes at. But like real talk, you ain't had these dudes really getting these discords, really getting in the chat groups, really getting plugged in on some of this stuff, saying, let me tell you about this bullshit. Let me tell you, these hoes want to put me out here. All right, bet. Let me tell you about these bitches. Let me think. Like straight up, real talk. All you gotta do, man. Look, I'm not an attorney. I'm a nigga with an opinion. I ain't never set foot a day in law school or law class. So do not take what I'm saying as fact. Go get you a lawyer and go consult. But my thing is, if you can't identify, is it revenge porn? If you can't identify the person, is it revenge porn? If you blank out their face, you blank out their entire head, is it revenge porn? All somebody got to do is come up with an AI app, or come up with something to just blank out, or you just scribble out, you just blank out the video, because most of these videos 10-15 seconds anyway. That's all you got to do. Somebody need to look into that, because I don't know. But like real talk, like it's like y'all did this knowing y'all were being recorded. That's the funny thing about it. Y'all got videos and shit like that. Y'all think y'all doing it on Snapchat and shit like that? He said, nigga Ed, I've been on TikTok gigolo shit. I filmed it, but yeah. Like, ain't a lot of chicks are like part-time hoes. That's why I always laugh when these chicks talk about women in Brazil or women in Colombia. Women in Colombia gotta work 7 days a week. Them big y'all would break down. Y'all would have a psychotic episode if y'all were. I'm talking about attractive. If y'all was doing what they were doing. Y'all are in the first world and y'all still selling pussy on on TikTok. Y'all still begging niggas for money. Y'all doing dirty foot activity here. And a lot of y'all be part-time doing it. I told you, a lot of bitches be doing cash advance sexual encounters. They got a nigga that's 10 years, maybe 15 years older. Usually these dudes are like 45 or older. That if they need $1,000 and they boyfriend ain't got it, or they need $1,000 to go to a Beyonce concert. Chris Brown is playing in Raleigh, North Carolina, October 14th, right along the fair. You want a picture? They know what old niggas to go to for that money. They gotta do something strange for a little change. Depending on how much, they may have to do it more than once. They know. Oh wow, you can't monetize TikTok in Colombia, Marty. Yeah, you gotta hit me up on that. Shout out to Marty in Colombia doing this thing. You saying you've been on TikTok 2 weeks and that's what you've been doing on TikTok? You've been moving that fast with TikTok? Yeah. Local TikTok as well? No, TikTok is like the new Instagram is kind of getting like fake. Instagram ain't stale because people are comfortable with Instagram too. But like the young motherfuckers are dealing with TikTok. They all still deal with Snapchat, but I don't got Snapchat. Cause I'm not doing all that bullshit. He said, yes, you gotta go through a third party who can set you up. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, these shit like, you know, these women talking about, oh, we just want to do this to be safe. It's always the ugly chicks because only the fucked up dudes are gonna fuck with you. So of course you gotta do all that to be safe. Because you have to scrape like you all have to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Cause only bottom of the barrel niggas are fucking with big backs like that. So when y'all talk about we gotta do this to be safe, no. You're where you're at. He said all white women. I mean, I got like 4 different TikTok accounts because I got different TikTok accounts. One for business, I got one for the black shit, one for like different shit. Cause TikTok silos, yeah, you gotta kind of have different accounts so it can focus on different stuff. You have TikTok everywhere. It's gonna be like spinning everywhere. You said Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah. And so when these women talk about how unsafe they are, essentially what they really saying is y'all are putting yourself in unsafe situations, man. Y'all wanna act like y'all are in fear. No, you all are doing reckless shit. That's what y'all not saying. And it's obvious because all of y'all are dealing with the same dudes. So it's really not the environment is reckless. You all are attracted to reckless shit. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Second thing I want to talk about is DDG. First of all, when it comes to swatting should be a crime. The only reason why, shout out to somebody said this in the Discord, so I'll highlight this. The main reason why swatting ain't a crime is because it's white people doing it to other people. I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody that swats somebody, you deserve to have your motherfucking ass whooped. I don't fucking care if you 7, 8 years old. I really don't. And that should be a crime. To swat somebody, you should be able to sue somebody for that shit. You should be able to petition for whoever. If it's found that it was a lie and it was unreasonable, meaning it was a prank, you should be able to petition for that information or for the purposes of doing a lawsuit. If you want to keep it real, just make it have to be a lawyer that has to petition it. If y'all want to protect people, and if they're not a minor, you damn sure should be able to do that to sue their ass. That should be an automatic lawsuit, and that should be easy to win. That is not funny, and quite frankly, if you not only do it to a black person, it should be a hate crime. Because it should be a hate crime. Fuck these white boys doing it. It ain't just them. I remember when Cynthia G gave a white boy Tariq Nasheed's information to swap, had him on stomach in front of his family. Don't even get me started. That's not funny. You deserve everything and anything and everything. If you do that or you participate in that shit. Period. Fuck you. That being said, people are people are turning, DDG got swatted, got arrested. He got out. And especially when he fighting for his son and shit. And I'm about to get on that in a second. Somebody turned it into an album cover. It is when you do it to a black person, it is attempted murder. And if a black person dies in front of that, yeah, you should be charged with attempt. You should be charged with conspiracy. It should be really automatic. It really should be. I don't want to hear nobody crying. I don't want to hear nobody doing nothing. The only reason why that's not a crime is because white people are the main ones doing it. And they're doing it to non-whites, mainly black men, but other non-whites too. That's the only reason why it's not a crime. Like, fuck these white boys and these pranks. Like, for real. That shit ain't funny. It really ain't. It's just a prank. And you just got your ass whooped. It's okay. It's just a prank. It's just an ass whooping. You'll live. And then DDG went to see, Haley wants full custody and DDG wants 50-50 custody. And my thing is, this is coming from a bitch, and I'm gonna call Haley a bitch in this moment. This is from a bitch that said she was gonna abort the kid if you ain't in a relationship with me. You got the text messages. And you got women, and what I really want to talk about is women. What I really want to talk about is women, some women, because there's some women in the chat, in the comment section, talking about DDG shouldn't see his kid, and Haley, don't let DDG see his kid, and blah blah blah. You all are only saying that because he wants to be in his kid's life. Anybody that's saying, and fuck you with that domestic shit, because that shit was proven to be false, because it wouldn't even be close. Because number one, if that shit was true, he wouldn't even be able to have 50-50 custody. So she lied. She pretty much lied on that shit. Everybody can see that Haley is the violent bitch. You see that shit, and obviously it's different people, but you see that shit with Sha'Carri Richardson. These women, especially the small bitches, those are the violent ones. And then when you do something, if you try to defend yourself, now you're being violent. That chick did everything she could in order to elicit a violent response so she could be the victim. You bitches like that are evil. And y'all need, God needs to give you a nigga that's going to give you the type of handling that y'all clearly crave. Women like that crave to have their ass whooped. A lot, and you don't, but you think I'm playing? A lot of those women, they be reading those novels, though, that 50 Shades of Grey shit. What do you think a bitch means when she says, I need a man that can handle me? What the fuck does that mean? I would love for somebody to be like, oh, you hate women. Okay, what does it mean when a woman is saying, I need a man to handle it? What does that really mean? Because if a woman knows that if there's no credible threat that a man will ever put his hands on her, that's how do you handle? So question, how do you handle a woman without putting your hands on her? The women that say that. I'm not talking about regular women. I'm talking about the women that say, I need a man that can handle me. How do you handle a woman non-physically? I want that woman to describe that. And if they say, well, if you got an ass, that's bullshit. You ain't never heard a man or woman. I remember, I forget who I was talking to. I'm blanking on his name though. Miami dude. not Grizzly, but other Miami dude, that he used to talk about cracking a whip. And I'm like, how the fuck, what does that mean? And he acted like he didn't want to say it. He acted like, what does that mean to crack a whip? And I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm like, dude, what does that mean? Because you say, because you handle a bitch by getting rid of her. I'm probably the only one that's actually explained how you handle, actually explained how to handle bitches. None of them are a good option. You handle her by proving you can replace her. Sometimes cheating on her ass. By proving she is expendable. By keeping her in a state of, I can replace you and I can do better than you. And her believing that that's true. She has to know that's true because she will test it. That's how you handle a bitch without physically whooping her ass. Nobody has explained that but me. What did Deviants Gaming say? He's going through however he's going through. That's why women like niggas that other women like. Nobody explain that shit. Cause they don't know. Cause that be some shit niggas just be saying. But Puerto Rican chicks, you gotta actually make mad. And like I said, people, I'm not gonna say, I'm not, like, she shouldn't have acted that way at the airport, because number one, she put both of their careers at risk, and she mainly put his at risk doing that, right? And that's where the bullshit comes. But I would like to know what happened. I would like to know, because it is different. If she went in his phone and he's cheating on her, then that's a little bit more reasonable as far as why she spazzed out. I'm not saying it's right, but it's a little bit more reasonable. The way she was walking around acting. Because women get like that. I want to deal with this now. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm not saying it's right, but it's more reasonable. Now, if she's on testosterone, and that's why she blew up, well, we dealing with a Marion Jones situation. Which could be another reason why dude tried to keep it under the wraps. Because he know it's over for her. So yeah, I would low-key want to know the reason. Shout out to Will9476. And I saw a chat where they were talking about how many black women Cynthia G saved, how popular she was getting, and glad she was making so much money. Said she was getting over $50,000 per month through her channel, Patreon. I said, yeah, I don't think she wouldn't get that much money. She wouldn't get that much money. I could maybe believe Cynthia G was getting maybe like 10,000, maybe, but she ain't no way she was getting more. Number one, Cynthia G does live streams. So when you do live streams, like lead attorney is a little bit different, but when you do live streams, you're generally not getting. It's very few people that are live streaming, especially on YouTube, getting that kind of money. If Cynthia G was getting that kind of money, Cynthia G would have just took her ass on Twitch, and just told all her bitches subscribe to her. That's what Cynthia G would have did. And Cynthia G wanted that YouTube channel back. And Cynthia G would have been that desperate to get it back. Because word on the street is Cynthia G is in North Carolina. If she's in North Carolina and she's making like $15,000 a month, I mean, shit, honestly, the biggest expense in North Carolina is really, in most places, a house. But once you got a house out here, man, everything is relatively cheap. It's just the real estate is high as fuck. The real estate ain't high compared. The real estate is high in Southern standards. The real estate isn't high compared to like Chicago, New York, because our property taxes ain't shit compared to New York, Chicago, LA. Our homeowners association fees ain't shit because you're not dealing with a building. So, so it's really, the real estate price, because everybody's coming down here. My nigga, you want to talk about, nigga, let me tell you about, I kind of got a little bit too close to home. I got carried away and got a little bit too close to home with, where I stay, because some people were living out here. So I was giving them some of the, actually, I got to give Great Dane that YouTube channel. So I'm glad I remind myself. Yo, motherfucker, do you know, let me tell you something about this area. There's a cat, so, I live in a county called Wake County. That's where Raleigh is in. The triangle is composed of Wake County, Durham County, which is where Duke is also the Durham Bulls was one of the highest rated, minor league teams, baseball teams. I mean, that's really where the if we had a major league baseball team, that's really where it's supposed to be. And then Orange County is in Chapel Hill, which is UNC. So that's the triangle, right? So in Wake County, there is so basically Durham is on the north. It's like the northwest side because is Durham County is another county. I think it's like Franklin County is directly north. So right, I'm giving y'all something that y'all can kind of understand. There's a reason I'm saying this. So on the west side of Wake County is a county called Chatham County. This is a town called Pittsboro. A lot of Indians are going out there. A lot of white people don't want to be around a whole bunch of people going out there. This area's been building for a while. It goes through some of the areas where I kind of near where I used to stay and stuff. But anyway. Why am I telling you all this? What does it make sense? Anyway. Disney as in the Walt Disney Company. Disney as in, Lucasfilm parent company, as in Marvel Cinematic Studios parent company, has a real estate project in Chatham County. And that real estate project is starting in 2027, so I'll be 41. Like, as far as when they start building, they are going to put down like 3,000 to 5,000 homes in that one county. Over the course of like 4 years or something. And they've their only other real estate project is in California. That's where the fuck I'm at. And I'm not bragging. This is not an area you brag on. But this is one of those areas that a lot of people like know about in the back door, but don't really talk about. So if they want to go somewhere and they don't really want to be seen like that, this is like one of those areas. So I don't know how I got on that, but yeah. But my point is, going back to Cynthia G, if she was doing like 50,000 a month and 600,000 a year, if she was doing that kind of shit, she was doing that kind of money, Cynthia G, you wouldn't be able to knock her out, because Cynthia G, that's basically what O'Shea was doing. And you see the views. Cynthia G don't do those kind of views to be doing that, and she ain't getting paid like that. These bitches ain't got that kind of money to give her every month. Get the fuck out of here. But the thing about it is, a lot of these chicks, it's just like with Shia Brock, I was listening to Joe Budden. These women are looking for an anti-Kevin Samuels so bad. Kevin Samuels traumatized them. The truth traumatized them. So they're looking for an anti-Kevin Samuels. The problem is Cynthia G. The problem with Cynthia G is she's a hypocrite. Cynthia G talking about, quote unquote, Dusties. And Robert Perkins ain't really a Dusty, but Robert Perkins got multiple babies. Women by multiple kids by multiple women. And Cynthia G signed up to be the fourth string quarterback. She signed up to be the fourth string quarterback to a situation like that. And Robert Perkins don't even got motion on YouTube no more. Robert Perkins just drive trucks. And I'm not hating on that. Obviously, he's making money driving trucks. But he ain't got the motion he had. He ain't. And rather than her, see, if Cynthia, like, for real. And so, at the end of the day, that's what she signed up for. Cynthia G is a throwaway for white boys in the Northwest. So at the end of the day, man, she just like Shia Bryant, where these chicks, the reason why these chicks got an emotion is because you got basic, bitter, ugly chicks. They are what they say the incels are. And, they say what they say incels are, or black men are, that's actually what they are. They're projected. That's why I have so much conviction on that. So, I don't know who the fuck, like, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about Cynthia G. Most of the bitches that they're very few. Cynthia G don't really got most of her audience are not divestors. Most of her audience are just like her. They deal with niggas that may have some money, but blue collar niggas is on the dirty mackin side of the game, and they mad and they bitch on YouTube. Most of the bitches that listen to Cynthia G are not getting white dudes. are getting they're getting the best they can hope to get out of a man is some dick. And maybe that's why they gotta coerce child support and all of that out of niggas. They gotta coerce everything. They gotta fight for every ounce of bread that they get from a nigga. Cause niggas are not, cause you catch these niggas in moments of weakness, or niggas when they on that drink or alcohol, or you catch niggas that on that dirty Mac shit like Perkins was. Yeah, man, I'll fuck Cynthia G. Are you fucking, oh, Jesus. Cynthia G, other baby mamas don't even like Robert Perkins. That's the crazy part. They don't even like her ass. Robert Perkins, other baby mamas don't even like Cynthia G. Like, real talk. Cynthia G is the oddball. She's the outsider of whatever situation Robert Perkins got going. They don't even like her ass. But if she actually is out here, which God help us if she is, then outside, like really, man, outside of a house, everything else is relatively cheap. That's the only thing, and that shit costs now. If you got a house back in the day, like 2012, like anytime before 2017, shit. This place is not expensive as fuck to be at. Now, if you paying rent, that's different, because rent is obviously going to be market value, and you can get more money out of rent than you can out of Section 8. That's what's fucking a lot of people up. See, the hustle used to be is people came down here on Section 8, and you dealing with all this great cost of living because you wouldn't know it's Section 8. Now, the real estate is higher than what the government was willing to pay for Section 8. This is pre-Trump. This is pre-all that. You know, all that. So yeah, they want to talk about, you know, she's saving lives. I'm like, how is she, like, really describe to me how is she saving lives? She's saving lives by letting. So what particular recipe of niggas ain't shit is Cynthia G giving you that every other bitch ain't already told you? And at the end of the day, when it came down to it, Cynthia G did the same shit that she said not to do. She found a nigga, she got some sperm because she got pregnant and she wanted a baby. She did the same dumbass shit she tell all y'all not to do. The same mammy ass shit. Now she taking care of another man, of a man's kid. He may be paying a little child support, but she a part of his harem. Regardless, I bet you she don't be keeping that kid from Robert. I bet you she don't even be doing what Haley Bailey be doing to DDG. Cut the bullshit. When it come down to it, she did the same thing all these bitches do that's in her situation. Her whole family all date out. They all dated out. That tells you what type of family she working with. All of them are married to white folks. And I'm talking about weirdo white folks in the Northwest. Am I calling, oh, no, I mean, come on, Clutch. Shedeur Sanders is in a manufactured situation. Low key, if Shedeur Sanders really want to be asshole, Shedeur Sanders probably could legit sue the NFL for collusion. He legit probably could. Especially after the way he playing now. And that's going to be the better. See, they're creating a problem with Shedeur Sanders, because if Shedeur Sanders keeps playing well, like you can see, look at all the gymnastics that most time I've ever paid attention to the Browns. That coach got a hop, especially because, you know, Cleveland, you know, when LeBron was in there, you got to think about it. The Cavs was like at the top of the East, so Cleveland actually is getting more attention paid to them now. And so with Shedeur Sanders and the Browns and all of that, people have extra interest than they otherwise would. So, you know, he ain't gonna be able to hide Kevin Mikowski. So he's gonna have to actually have his talk game right, and clearly he don't. They don't want him on the team, but now that he can play, you put him in situations to fail. He didn't fail. And the more he plays and the better he does, that's why if he doesn't do well, they'll blow that up and try to make that the thing. But the more he does well, now it's like, what are we talking about? Now, obviously, Deshaun Watson is the first quarterback on there, right? But these other quarterbacks get hurt. You're in a situation where you just look stupid, and it's obvious. Because Roger Goodell gonna be on your ass, because now they're gonna be like, okay, so what's up? What's up? Because the Cleveland fans are gonna get, because if they start losing again, And then they know you not putting the best people out there. Like, if Deshaun Watson get hurt again, God forbid, but if he get hurt again and that other white quarterback is sucking, shout out to Joe Flacco. But Joe Flacco is there in case Joe Flacco is there just collecting the check. He's there because everything fall apart. But if that shit fall apart and they try to put Joe Flacco in there over Shedeur and they try to bet, ain't nobody, even the white boys that go, because the white boys want to win. Them white boys want to use the N-word and they want to win. Fuck the white folks out of Ohio. That includes JD Vance. I know more than most of y'all about the white folks in Ohio. That's why JD Vance is like, I always got like odd man out, when it comes to him. Because I know where he comes from. I know what these white folks are about over there. They not too far distant from West Virginia types. They really ain't. Real talk. But anyway, but the white folks don't want to lose. They want to win in Ohio State. The Cavs are like a bonus. But that football is what they really care about. So Joe Burrow and Cleveland, they don't just lean on Joe Burrow. They gonna be like, no, remember, the Football Hall of Fame is in Canton. So they gonna be like, no, put that nigga up there. Shit. They may want the white dude to get a try first, but if he suck. Remember, Johnny Manziel and them. They gonna get mad. What's the dude, Baker Mayfield? They want to win. And if you got an opportunity to maybe do anything close to what the Cavs have been doing, they gonna be like, man, you better put that motherfucker in there and stop playing. These motherfuckers have waited too goddamn long for the Browns to be decent. Motherfuckers, I got cousins still talking about fucking when Baltimore was in Cleveland or the Ravens were in Cleveland or something and they got close and then left at one. Like, they still talk about that stupid shit. Ohio State is the only thing keeping them afloat. They may not like Shedeur, but once if Shedeur looks like he can win with what they got now, they gonna be like, you better put him in there. And so my point is that coach is going to get pressure. That white boy quarterback is going to get pressure. You're lucky Joe Burrows is in Cincinnati, because that may take a little bit off, but it really ain't, because they don't really care about Cincinnati like that in that part of Ohio. They care about Cleveland, just like the Jets and the Giants. One cares about one more than the other. And so that white boy hurt, they go. So you seeing them having a dance, and Shedeur's handling it great. I just saw a hot mic or something. The way Shedeur was talking, the way Shedeur comes off as a humble guy. Like, he knows who he is. He knows what pedigree he has, but he does not come off as entitled. Let me say that. I won't say humble, but entitled. He doesn't come off as entitled. And that goes against the narrative, because the fact you all have to apply that narrative that hard on him, that's pure white little dick energy. Notice how you ain't never heard a black bitch say a white boy got a little dick. Y'all notice that? We all know when these black women, I know that's a random take, but we all know when black women are dealing with white boys, we know that's not what they're dealing with. So that automatically tells you that shit ain't as important as they try to act like it is. Not when it comes to that white ice. Yeah. I heard it was a hot mic we was playing, and they were playing, and football, obviously this was in the game, and it was like, he said, don't run, little boy, don't run, and it was after. It was funny. And they going at him. They not like letting them off the hook. He said, I got love for sure. I don't care about sports like that either. I mean, honestly, Shedeur Sanders will have a lot of black people watching football that was like, fuck the NFL. They don't generally watch it. I wasn't sweating it. I don't even be watching NBA like that no more, but I'll watch it for him because I'm curious. And that's the value of Shedeur Sanders. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's the value. And for you to not put him on an NFL team because you all got this little dick energy, and I don't normally speak like that, but that's what it is. When it comes to the Sanders really bring out the white insecurity out of white men, a lot of white men. And for white men that are not like that, shout out to Joe Flacco. You all know who you are. Y'all need to check these motherfuckers on that shit. If he does something, if he's acting like John Morant, it'd be like, I'm not even hating on John Morant, but I'm not about to defend some of that shit. And I'm not saying John Morant should be the villain. But that, you got a little bit more like room on that. But Shedeur, y'all are trying to crush this dude out the gate. But what the fuck? Y'all need to let me know what Deion did to y'all. Because Deion, for the most part, is been associated with black women. So what, did he fuck your wives? Like, what did this man do to have y'all on, to have him on the Bill Cosby, like, we gonna get at the Bill Cosby OJ list? Y'all got this motherfucker on the we gon' get like the white supremacy generational hit list. Like, for real. The fact that you on his son that bad, either they did something or y'all scared. Y'all scared that this dude could be a fucking center of the NFL, the face of the NFL, and that terrifies you. That's what I think it is. I think that I think you all see Shedeur Sanders as a fulcrum point. You all see Shedeur Sanders as literally, before it became really normalized for black quarter, I'm telling you, they are afraid of Shedeur Sanders. They see Shedeur Sanders as a true fulcrum point between quarterbacks being black quarterbacks being normalized, like black point guards. It used to be a lot of white point guards. Now it's black point guards. They are scared. They are scared, and they don't want to look racist. He clearly has the skill to get better, and you can't really trip him up. Because Deion, he's been groomed by Deion, and Deion knows all the tricks. So y'all don't really know what to do. You can't do the bounty program shit no more. Because y'all do some shit like that, that's going to force the feds to get involved. The feds are going to have to get involved at that point, even if they don't want to. And that's going, so y'all can't, that bounty program would have been what they would have deployed on Shedeur Sanders. Sean Payton should have never been, I don't give a fuck, Sean Payton should have never been allowed to coach again. I don't give a fuck. Sean Payton is a decent coach, he's not that great. He should have never been able to coach again because of that. Sean Payton should have never been able to coach again because of that. Sean Payton shouldn't even been able to go to college and coach. That's how bad that shit to me is up there with Lance Armstrong and that blood oxygen scandal. But they tried to sugarcoat it, which tells you the mind control. Sean Payton should have never been able to coach. He shouldn't have been able to coach in Texas high school football. Straight like that. He should have been forced to sit his ass down and stay his ass down. That bounty shit was some evil shit. And Sean Payton, I know I'm saying a lot of people deserve his ass. Sean Payton deserved his ass being whooped for that shit. I don't give a fuck if he's an old man. Shout out, I got love for Shedeur, but I don't care about, sports take up a lot of your time. They're acting like Deion Sanders is Will Chamberlain. Exactly. Deion was married. Deion dealt with black women, so I don't know why y'all like, I mean, yeah, he fucks some white bitches, you know he did, but it ain't like that. Y'all act like he really, like, nigga, like, seriously. Y'all really act like he took the best of y'all white women off the market. I'm keep telling you, Ed, he named his son Jewish names. You talk about Deion. Because the reason why black men don't say that, because man, that's gonna make white boys are gonna get violent. Like, depending on what black men say that, white boys are gonna get violent. Number one, because they will lose. A lot of white boys will crash the fuck out I wouldn't even, but I am gonna call that shit out online. But I wouldn't recommend black men just straight up, you know, but in their face. It ain't even about being scared. It's just these motherfuckers, they'll swat you, they'll lie, because it'll drive them crazy. It's like their worst fear, but that is what it is. Nobody says that because, you know, everybody, like all these black bitches see white men as key to whiteness. That's why they put up with the shit they put up with, because these bitches want to be white that bad. That's why they say that with black women, black men, because they're projected. Black men don't give a fuck about being white. That's not even a thought. Even mixed, that's not even a thought. Oh man, I wish I was white. No, black men want to be treated fairly. That's not the same as being white. Black men do not associate, like, no, they don't. They don't. Black men are not. Black men really don't want to be white. Like, black men just want to be treated, given a fair shake. Black women, what do black men do that had them think that they want to be white? You see black women with the blonde hair. I mean, he fucked with Karrueche. Karrueche's 37. At the end of the day, Karrueche trying to be famous. Karrueche trying to stay relevant. That's all that is. I enjoy seeing, I know you black. I didn't say you wasn't black. He said he met OT too. I'm enjoying seeing them try to hide this. Yeah, it's funny. And it's a dude by the name of DJ Bless One. Like, I'll share his stuff. He be like, long as he stick to sports, he's fine. When he be getting on, he be wanting to get these hoes too many passes. Like, he one of them niggas, if a bitch do something, he ain't gonna cover it. Like, he should have been covering the Sha'Carri Richardson thing, as many videos he do. He ain't gonna cover that because he know ain't nothing nice to say about Sha'Carri. But when it comes to sports, he's good. I'm a Chiefs fan, and I still rooted for him because I definitely want to see the young brother. Yeah. Dion is 50 miles from me. Okay. John Morant was in Memphis, so I mean, my thing is, I'm not jumping on John Morant too hard, but John Morant do stupid stuff, and Shedeur ain't done none of that. If Shedeur was anything close to John Morant, oh my God, you would never hear the end of it. So it's like they fear him, and it's very obvious. And this is the type of shit white women be seeing with white men too, which is why they be like, this is why they always throw black men in their face. Because it is. Why do you think, SWP talked about that, why do you think they always throw black men in these motherfuckers' face? I mean, she got a look, but like I said, Karrueche another light-skinned bitch. She'll get that light-skinned bitch, like, plus it's, well, so at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, she, you know, and Karrueche, well, like, she was the chick, Tracy Edmonds. So she kind of finessed that situation by social circles. That's why, like, if you look into that, like, Jada Black covered that. Jada Black covered that situation. So look at that video, and he'll tell you how she finessed that situation. Or maybe I'm speaking. He said, we don't even care about banging American white women like that unless they make it easy for us. They don't. They, like, even Clutch, like Clutch, a lot of dudes, even though I think some of them be capping a little bit, there's a lot of black men that really ain't even attracted to white women like that. That's why dudes be talking about pogs and shit like that. Dudes be wanting white women with a little bit of seasoning. Like, myself, I particularly like the Mediterranean chicks. You know, I mean, Nordic chicks are alright too, man, but the Mediterranean chicks, but, you know, niggas, like, everybody thinks that black men just want, well, I keep telling black women, Latin women are way more of a sexual threat to you than white women are, like, real talk, because you have to cross less of a bridge to deal with Latin women. Latin women are kind of built the way black men like them. They can come in different forms too, obviously. So, I mean, you know, but whatever, man. Everybody is invested in this narrative of black men wanting white women. It's funny. dated white women before. I mean, I don't have that kind of, you know, but I'm not going out of my way to be like, oh man. Once you've seen one light-skinned cute bitch, you've seen them all, bro. I mean, for real though, man. Like, niggas be really like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. And like I said, I can't stand them light-skinned loudmouth bitches. Them B. Simone types, that Azur type chick. I can't stand that. It just screams, see me, listen to me. I'm light-skinned, right? You believe it, right? I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand light-skinned loud. I'm not saying you gotta be quiet and meek. That's not what I'm talking about. But I am talking about like these kind of chicks that they sound like they used to be big, like in their throat, like they used to be big. I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand a light-skinned loud. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut your light bright ass up. Remember that thing commercial? Light bright. Damn, shut your light bright ass up. Like, fuck. Why are you talking to me like that? You know Tyrone. That's cause Tyrone act like Tyrone be acting like you somebody. I know you ain't shit. A lot of light-skinned bitches can't even fuck like that. That's why motherfuckers like dealing with the Hispanics. How you hoes can't even fuck? I'm like it. Lay their ass motherfuckers. Hey, bitch, you dead? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What, you too cute to fuck? Anyway. Yeah, the Amanda Seals type. Yeah, them loudmouth light skins. And them LLs. Them LL light skinned loudmouths. Them LLMBs. What is that? Light skinned loudmouth bitch. These LLMBs, man. But it ain't even about like, yeah, like that's always another thing too. Like, for instance, I don't like white women when they're drunk. Because white women drink too fucking much. They don't know how to handle their liquor. I don't want a bitch that even gives the body language like she's uncomfortable. I don't like white women that are around nothing but black people and she's the only white woman. I do not like that, because at least when there's more, if it's a couple of white people, they got to corroborate their story, so you can catch them in a lot easier. Versus if it's just one white bitch, then is what she says happened. So it should never be a white bitch. I don't like. It should never be one white bitch, and it's a whole like other dudes. Like, no, they need another white person. Fuck that. Because if shit go left, now you're the aggravator. No. Especially when it's multiple y'all. No. So I'm very mindful of situations like that. Like, yo, why is she here? No, man, she cool. No, fuck that. Is she from North Carolina? Yes. Then she's not cool. She's not cool. Is she from New York? No, she's from here. Then she's not. No. Where's your friend? Hi, white girl. Hi, my name is Ed. Nice to meet you. Do you have a friend, that's Caucasian? Preferably. Why is he talking to me like that? No, pay attention to me. I'm talking to you. Eye contact. Where is the other Caucasian? Because you're not coming yourself. Hey, chill. Well, either she's not coming or I'm not coming, and I got the car. And this is pre-Uber. This is pre-Uber shit. This is what I was before the red pill. This is pre-Uber. Either she's going or I'm going, because I don't like coming out anyway. I ain't got no problem going back to the fucking house. So where's her friend? Like, these white girls are supposed to come in pairs. Where's the other one? I told you niggas about this shit. Fuck is wrong with you niggas? Like, you know, four, like three niggas and one white bitch. I told you niggas about that shit. These southern niggas is stupid. They be real. They like Ohio niggas are dumb like that too. They, yeah, man, we're gonna get drunk. This is like when I was like, I've always, like I told y'all, I didn't need to be red pill. Where's the other? You got a friend? You got like an ugly friend? These niggas will fuck her too, or whatever. Like, come on, Sarah. What? I guess I got a friend. I go, yes, please call her, and I'll go. We'll come bring her. Call her, please. Yes, thank you. Man, it ain't that serious, man. You be tripping. Then next thing you know, these niggas get caught up. That's how, because they fucking stupid, man. It's never bad until it goes bad. And when it goes bad, niggas just be having a goof troop look. Like when they like a deer. Looking at a car before it gets hit. Man, you fucking stupid. Like, you niggas are dumb. And then what make it so bad, too, is this is, you know, a lot like these dudes will be seniors or juniors and these bitches will be freshmen or something. That's another thing them niggas used to do. She cool. How old are you? I'm talking about 17 years old. How old are you? I'm 15. Oh, hell no. That's not gonna work. Fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm tripping. I'm the nigga with the car. So if anything, it's more my fault than y'all fault. But y'all niggas don't think about that. Y'all get mad at me because I'm always gotta be the adult in the room. I've told you, and niggas have tried me, and I've left. When shit going bad, like I'll never forget, it was a situation. I was in Greensboro in North Carolina, A&T, for people, this is as a senior, for people to think I'm just making shit up. And they was playing beer pong, and these are like the college people, you know, college, you know, sophomores, they playing beer pong. And then they was starting to set up beer pong, and they switched up the their shit for diesel. So for those of y'all don't know, diesel is Everclear for niggas. Basically, niggas too broke to afford Everclear, they get diesel. Diesel is basically gasoline. It's not, it literally, if I put that shit in the car wouldn't run well, but it'll run. And I remember, I was like, yo, what is that? And I put it in there and they set it up, and I tasted it, and it tasted like fire. And you know, and when it tastes like that, that's, but like you don't even feel the liquid. That's because it's that high concentration of alcohol. I said, yo, is this Everclear? Nah, man, it's this diesel. So it's niggified Everclear. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, all right, you good. And I said, hey man, I said, told my friend Brandon, I said, yo, I'm out. I don't think we doing this. Nah, man, you chill, man. You always trying to look for an excuse to leave. Nigga, I ain't looking for no excuse to leave. Nigga, it's beer on their side, and it's Everclear on the woman's side. I don't play that game. Nah, fuck these niggas. And this is with white girls over here. This is North Carolina A&T, which is a nigga school. So ain't no white people here like that. So they know, no, man, just chill. Next thing you know, 30 minutes later, hey, yo, Ed, where you at? Oh, I'm halfway home. What, nigga? Again, this is before Uber. I said, nigga, I told you, I'm not arguing with you. I told you I'm leaving, and you act like you don't hear me. That don't stop me from leaving. Because I'm not asking you to leave. I'm just letting you know it's time to go. This nigga like 6'2". Now I turned around that one time because I'm cool with him, and I ain't cool with him because like he's my best friend, one of my best friends. And I told him in the car, I said, dude, do y'all not understand that these white women, not even know what these white women will clearly say they were hard just to get out of fucking black dude. Do you not understand that? That's what they get scared of the boyfriend, right? That's what they say. Like, I don't know why y'all act like y'all don't understand. Like, and obviously they would have a case with that bullshit. This is pre all this shit. This is like, I think the Duke lacrosse situation was like a year ago at that time. A year ago at that time. I've always been like that. I didn't have to be red pilled like that. Certain and it's for those of y'all that don't know, like, you know what it is today. If you have beer on your side and you're giving women are like 115, 120, 130 pounds Everclear, you can give them alcohol poisoning. You're not mixing. They didn't mix it with anything. It was Everclear shots. And even if you would have mixed it, that would have been too much. Like, Everclear is when you have a whole bunch of punch or diesel, and it's like, damn, I need to put something in here. You put a little bit parts in there that'll just spike that shit. But you put a little bit. You don't put, like, it's like, you're, what the fuck is, so I didn't know none of them niggas. That's another thing. I don't know none of them niggas, so I'm not even arguing with them niggas. I'm like, oh, okay, you good. And people will say, and look, the bitches, if the bitches drink it, I know what that tastes like. So you dumbasses are drinking it, but that's not how it's gonna be seen. And so well, men are bad. No, it's not that. It's not that men are bad. Cause as far as I'm fucking concerned, what are white women doing fucking with black men with the reputation that everybody tries to put on black men? So already, if you all are fucking with, especially if you're not a hood, if you're not like a bad baby type white bitch, you're already somewhere you're not supposed to be at anyway. So we could cut the bullshit on the you're a victim. You can kiss my ass on that shit. But at the same time, I don't put myself, I mean that. I don't put myself in positions where it's obvious. My threat assessment is always, it's not even about me being scared, but I'm not about to just, the issue with a lot of dudes is not that y'all put yourself in risky situations. Y'all have no awareness for what to do if you shit go bad, or how risky a situation can get. Y'all don't be thinking about, like, explaining where you are, why you were where you are, or how did it go down. It was a situation, as I be talking about a while ago, with a chick that got hit by a car, and she was a white chick. She with 3 black dudes. She wanted to get out the car. They let her out because she was hanging, and she's walking in the middle of the street like a dumb hoe and got hit on some Final Destination shit. They trying to blame the dudes for it. The only thing that saved the dudes was the fact that it was caught on camera. So you clearly see that she got out the car on her own fruition, and she was in the street on her own fruition when they tried to get her off the road. That's the only thing that saved them. If it would have been on camera, that they would have got blamed for that shit. And I'm not saying, and with black women, I'm kind of like that, but I'm not like that anywhere as much with white women, because you have to understand, with white women, whatever they say, that's what happened. They're going to want to go with that, because that gives them the excuse to be violent, or gives them an excuse to be heavy-handed with black men. That's the issue. And you don't see white women go out of their way to nullify that on their end in those situations. You didn't see white women take up for Jonathan Majors, even though a lot of white women are fans of Jonathan Majors. You didn't see that, even though that white bitch is from the UK and not from America. You didn't see that. They were quiet. And so when they talk about, well, it was one white chick, it was an older white chick talking about, she likes to go to certain clubs. There are black clubs. This bitch ain't got no business being in a club at all, let alone a black club. And then it's like clubs, there ain't no other white people in there. No other white people in there. And she was asking, well, why, you know, sometimes they'll be wanting to let them in, let you in. It's because you're a threat. And I told her just like that without hesitation. Y'all, a threat? Yes. Because if something, it's not even so much necessarily you. If something goes bad, if somebody does something like grab your ass or do something inappropriate, things that can happen in clubs, normally they're just gonna get kicked out. But you, it might be sexual assault. It's going, and then now the club has the liquor license is at stake. Liquor licenses are very hard to come by in this state. You literally have to partner with other people that have them in order to do clubs and stuff out here. They always looking to get rid of somebody's liquor license. And I said, yo, I didn't think about it like that. Well, look, you don't have to, but they do. And so, yeah, they go test to see, because they do eventually let you in there. They're like, yeah, they're seeing, do you really want to be here? They also need to verify how drunk are you really? Because now your perception is off. So anything like that's for real though. They not gonna ask why the fuck did you, because she was talking about this club called Amnesia. And it's like that shit is that's a hole in the back of Walmart. I know that club because it's where a lot of African bitches go. Out here. Remember what I told you, know your area. A lot of y'all don't even got a date outside. You get interculturally date in the United States. Like, fuck you going like that place. Everybody's dark and that place is dark. I mean, I ain't saying that as no thing, but yeah, that, you know, it's like it's a fucking hole in the wall, man. In the back of a Walmart. Yeah, shit. Like it's the way the thing is. Like, the fuck you going there? Like, you really trying to, you know, you really trying to test the fucking waters. You low-key trolling doing that. You're not going to the club. You go, the one, that's one step above going somewhere you know is likely you could be shot at. Out here, which is rare. Like, it be these sometimes you be seeing these older chicks, white chicks, that they be like 41, 39. I just wanna go, I still got it. I'm like, this ain't no fucking zoo, bitch. I ain't been in there in a long time. Tyler wasn't a thing and I used to not go there like that anyway. But yeah, Tyler, oh my God, Tyler. You know, I talked about Tyler last stream, but you started to see more videos percolate because it's a Monday, so it's a new week, new bullshit, right? And it's funny seeing different people, even some non-FBA people, you know, keeping it real about Tyler. Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on in America? Tyler got toxic fans. Honestly, one of the big stories is how your fandom can fuck you up. Like, Tyler need to check her fans. Tyler low-key need to check her fans, because her fans, it's like they want to be seen in America. It's like ain't nobody even thinking about y'all in South Africa like that. Once Mandela got out and y'all got y'all shit, ain't nobody really thinking about y'all. Y'all low-key the ops because y'all in the bricks. So ain't nobody even thinking about y'all like that for real. You know, shout out to y'all coming out for Chris Brown though. But, you know, so you bringing her over here and it's like, oh, well, y'all American. Like, bitch, nobody gives a fuck about your mediocre, like your inferiority complex to African Americans. Like, we black people, we got our own fucking problem. We dealing with this bullshit. And ain't nobody tell you to come over here. Like, her team clearly wanted her over here. And the problem is, see, Rihanna never gave off, Rihanna has said slick shit, but Rihanna never gave off the kind of energy that she don't fuck with, nobody's never got the she don't fuck with African Americans for real like that bullshit. And honestly, really, you need to be like Rihanna and get you a boyfriend like she did. Get Chris Brown. That's another thing that kind of tied her to this space too. But the problem is, it's very obvious Tyler doesn't fuck with African Americans like that for real. She don't fuck with African Americans like that for real. And if you don't fuck with us for real, we don't give a fuck about your music. Like, it's not, and like, you really don't fuck with African American females like that. But somehow you think they supposed to like you or promote your shit. They don't care. They will promote mediocre trash music of people they identify with. Red, Glow, Megan, they will fuck with them before they fuck with you. City Girls, they know about to bump your shit. That kind of basic bop pop star from 2000 shit. And the white people don't care because the white people like, we trying to push Sabrina, and Sabrina got another, I said it before on my last stream, Sabrina got another album coming out later this month. I know because motherfuckers was telling me. They not, you see all this, Sabrina got like 5-6 hits out already. Did they just play nonstop on the white channels? They not worried about, no, they said, nah, we getting back to pushing white people now. We're not doing this kind of everybody out here. That's what Chloe Bailey ran into too. If y'all can't make it work with the blacks, then you fuck. We may give you the crossover card, maybe. But if you can't make it work with the blacks, then I'm not investing nothing in you. We'll take your money so you can promote yourself. You credentialize yourself by winning a Grammy and all that. I'm not saying her music's, I actually like her music. I'm not saying her music isn't good. But they got people, they got their own people they pushing. Bitches like Doechii trash ass and shit like that. Black women identify with Doechii and her bullshit. Black women identify with Lotto to an extent. Lotto has an identity problem too a little bit. Because Lotto don't act that ratchet. Why Lotto is not ratchet enough. That's Lotto's problem. Lotto is not ratchet enough. So what you have to, you got to kiss the ring of gynocracy if you want to make it in black music, especially when you're a black female. See, black men can get away with that a little bit more. Because black men can get white audience, we can diversify audience, so you don't have to lean on black women that hard. Unless that's just the type of person you are. Black women can't get away with that because nobody really cares. Nobody cares about like multicultural. Like what? Doja Cat is like the only exception to that rule. And Doja Cat actually is very, I can't stand Doja Cat, but Doja Cat is actually multi-talented. And Doja Cat does features. Tyler doesn't do features. They ain't even putting Tyler. Why aren't Tyler on soundtracks and shit? Like, they're not really promoting Tyler like that. Why isn't Tyler doing features with black men? Where's the Chris Brown feature? Where's the A$AP Rocky? I think she did one. You don't fuck with black men like that, so you ain't trying to do features, but you don't fuck with America like that, but you want the money. It doesn't work that way. White women can't, like fucking Latin women, Demi Lovato and them can't get away with that shit. And the thing is, they want to act like she's being singled out. No, she's not. Mulatto. Lotto used to be called Mulatto. We understand what that is. Black women were like, no, fuck that. You better change that shit, and Lotto did. And Lotto's career still is low-key taking a hit for that. Lotto's momentum has still yet to kind of really, really, truly recover from that. Lotto's momentum is yet to really recover from that. Like, she should have never came out being called Mulatto. As if these black shit. You know, Cardi B kind of lucked out with the burnt bitch shit because Cardi B had already blew up. Light-skinned Keisha. I don't know why you call yourself light-skinned Keisha. You know how much, y'all know how much that aggravates these bitches. And men don't drive the music like that from an audience standpoint. Men don't drive the music. And they damn sure don't drive music with bitches. Female rappers can't really lean on men like that. Nicki Minaj was an exception, but what did Nicki Minaj do? Features. And Nicki Minaj actually can rap. Trina, what did she do? Features. Foxy Brown, features. Let's cut the bullshit. Eve, features. So again, even on some pop shit, It's like, yo, if they gonna listen to Maria the Science, black women gonna listen to Maria the Science before they listen to you, because at least she sound like a black chick. They gonna listen to Coco Jones before they listen to you. Black women like that Keisha Cole, woe is me shit. Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, fucking what's her fucking name? Not Cash Doll, but Summer Walker, woe is me, niggas ain't shit, but I still can't stay off a nigga's dick and stay not being pregnant music. That's what they like. They don't like, you know, like in real talk, she's too feminine too. I know that sounds crazy, but she's too feminine. She's so feminine, she's foreign to black women. And you actually low-key remind black women of what's kind of low-key been stripped to them, and they probably ain't even conscious of that. So it's kind of a low-key repulsion. Tyler comes off as a male identified, what the men would create. You know, obviously I like how, you know, her femininity comes off, but it's like, you come off as male identified. But you don't know that. And I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even blame Tyler for all of this. Tyler needs to fire her marketing team. Your team doesn't like black people, black Americans, and it shows. It shows. It shows they don't like black Americans. Because all these moves, I lay that on them. And I could actually believe that Tyler probably didn't necessarily want to come to the American market. It almost as if she's being forced to be in the American market. Tyler should have just kept her ass over there with Europe and then came to America when she already had a bigger base. Because maybe if you get the white people in Europe, you might be able to get the white people over here. But it's just too much stuff. 3,700 copies, yo, that's a joke. That's a joke. 3,700 copies? Are you fucking serious? You got YouTubers doing better. Like, it's YouTubers in our space that do better than that. Cynthia G can sell more copies of a 10-minute podcast, a 10-minute podcast of why niggas ain't shit, than you can sell music. That's crazy. That's true. Shout out to Iron Waffles. I hate the male identifier phrase so much. Yeah, I hate it too, but it's actually a very accurate phrase for how black female think. I couldn't stand it, but I'm not gonna lie and act like it's not it's exactly how women think. Oh, I'd rather use that than use pick me. But pick me doesn't really get into the real heart of it. Why don't they like Tyler? Because Tyler's male identified. Meaning she may not necessarily, Tyler is not a pick me, but Tyler doesn't, not Tyler. Cooking with Kaya is not a pick me, but Cooking with Kaya doesn't care about the male. Cooking with Kaya understands the male gaze is not a bad thing either. Sydney Sweeney, same thing. That's what it is. And a lot of these dudes are not simps. They're simps, but that's not exactly what it is. Because really a simp, I mean, there's other definitions. Really a simp is dudes, it'd be a lot of dudes that really be believing that these women are not in the wrong when they're clearly in the wrong. So it's an effective phrase, although I can't stand it. It's not the worst phrase, but it's effective. I can't lie. Exactly. Like, are you fucking serious? Yo, that Tariq Nasheed, I remember, I still got that song. It's Time by Tariq Nasheed. It's time. It's time. That shit sold more than that shit. And Tariq was like 45 when that shit came out. It's time. I'm like, you fucking serious? Tariq got more downloads for the not Crispy, but for the Tommy Sotomayor video game, Crispy. You know, then oh, you gonna let him call me Crispy? I mean, you know, Tariq is brown enough where he could get away with it. If he was light skinned, that'd be fucked up. But Tariq ain't that far from Tommy's complexion. So yeah, he kinda can get away with doing that. Yo, it's corny, but it's catchy. Yo, that shit would have been a good ringtone. Oh shit, might as well. I pay 99 cents for it. It's like shit, nigga. Like, yo, real talk. If I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. You can say how corny that shit was. That shit would have made a great alarm. That shit would have made a great alarm clock on your phone. Like hey Google, set my alarm to like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's time. It's time. Yo, that shit'll wake your ass up. That song coming. It's time. Show he need to re-release that shit as a fucking alarm clock. As a fucking alarm, ringtone. It's time. Hey, damn, man. It's time to get your ass sold up. It's time to take your ass to work. It's time. Don't turn me the fuck off. It's time. Don't snooze this shit. It's time. Like, for real, he could have really remixed that shit, man. I didn't think about that. And look, real talk, Akon annoys me, man. Akon will talk about that shit. Like, all of Akon switched a lot of his music. I mean, he still made the same kind of music, but he made sure his music was ringtones. Cause he said, yo, when I saw how much money these motherfuckers were making in ringtones on TikTok and shit like that, he said, fuck that shit. I'm streaming whole songs when I can get paid for hooks. Fuck that. I get 99 cents per download versus 0.00 cents per stream. Man, we making all this shit ringtone friendly. Yeah, all this shit put on a ringtone. And ringtones, I know people ain't people buying ringtones no more. Well, ringtones ain't just about ringtones. Ringtones are also about alarms and different sounds where you it's time to get your ass on up. It's time. I mean, you can hate on the song, but the song is actually pretty well put together song. Like, I ain't even gonna front. Don't act like that song ain't a well put together song. Like, don't act like that. Like, it's cornier shit. Especially these black bitches be putting out. This cornier shit out there. It's corny, but it works. It's time. Somebody need to remix that song. It's time for bitch for you hit this train. It's time for you to get on your knees. It's time to get the fuck out my house. It's time to get you that Uber. It's time. I mean, people say that, but honestly, man, shit, like, just like with the single mom shit, that, like, people, that's corny. Yo, man, them single mom remixes, like, he did the one with Pokemon. The Pokemon single, I mean, for real, that's fun. I mean, that's how music's, I'm not saying that's got mainstream, but, like, you should have a market like that. That's fun in music, not all this extra corporate bullshit. This extra corporate bullshit, this corporate commodified, formulaic, fucking, as said, Drake mall music bullshit. You supposed to have mixtape shit. Even that shit Ramil did. Yo, what dude did the song Black Men Don't Cheat? Black men, like, this shit's fun. That's how music's supposed to be. I ain't say, like, a part of it. Not all this extra bullshit. Shout out to Redman, Redman and comedic shit, man. Let's get dirty. That used to be my original alarm clock. Let's get dirty with Redman. I'd be like, fuck. Wake that ass up. That shit will forever always go. Where's the club? Yeah, most def music for sure. I mean, and Drake get mad, but for real, that's what it is. He wasn't lying. That's why the chick was laughing, because he wasn't lying. And real talk, man. Drake. I mean, if Drake some Drake music do be good. I mean, Drake's music has a place. You know, as far as pop rap, it has a place. I'm not saying it doesn't, but with Drake trying to be hood and shit, you know, Drake, I ain't saying Drake music ain't got a place, but don't act like you hard from Toronto. Nigga, shut your ass up. Like, if it really came down to it, man, nigga, you niggas, no. I don't give a fuck how hard you niggas think you are. Could you imagine if we had city-state gang war, like city to city? Where you think Toronto is ranking in the fucking gang war league? City to city. Where do you think Toronto is ranked? Toronto is ranking where they always used to rank when they was a basketball team. At the motherfucking bottom. Fuck you talking about? Well, Toronto is really trying to put it up in the hood league. Fucking serious. Chicago and like, come on, Atlanta. Where you think Toronto was landed? Fantasy hood sports. Where you think Toronto? You gonna put money behind that shit? Fuck out of here. And Toronto is about the size of Chicago, as far as city size, if y'all don't know. Real talk, yeah, you right. You absolutely right. This is college. Chicago wouldn't even, you know, Toronto wouldn't even be ranked. If this was like college hood league, it wouldn't even be ranked. It wouldn't even be ranked. Like, for the first time, Toronto is actually ranked because their star Drake. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Shout out to the weekend though. It wouldn't even be ranked. Niggas be like, yo, squares can mop up Toronto hood, nigga. Man, I'm tired of you throwing slander on Toronto. That's like you. Fuck you, D-Sean. Exactly. Tired of you throwing Toronto, you know. We got that syrup, nigga. We got that syrup. Y'all tired of y'all saying Toronto niggas sweet. Y'all are known for syrup. Y'all are known for syrup. Yeah, you're sweet. Shut up. What racism that happened in Toronto that you need to know about? Do white people even say the N-word? Do white people even know what the N-word is in Canada? They probably call you Negro and you think that's a racial slur. You Negroes. You can't call me that. You can't call me that. Yeah. I mean, I'll put the British black people way past Toronto. You gotta watch them because they got that knife action. I'm not saying they don't, but remember, you talk about 40 million people, man. It's 39 million people in Canada. It ain't even that many black people in Canada for them to really be tripping like that. Their racial problem is more than other groups. Yeah, Chicago. It ain't even about the switches. It's about how crazy these dudes are. Like pissing on graves and like these motherfuckers, these kids. I'm like, yeah, you got it. You ain't gonna go hard. You gonna be a yup. I'm gonna be whatever. I'm a civilian, and I stay in a civilian's lane. So you got it. You gonna snitch there as long as you don't do nothing to me. If you don't do nothing to me, I don't give a fuck. If you don't do nothing to me, you ain't do nothing to my brothers, and my brothers stay civilians, I don't give a fuck. Shit. I don't give a fuck. A fuck. Not a fuck, but a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh shit! It's something I gotta do. I forgot. Actually, I can do this. I don't give a fool up. How the fuck a fool up? Let's see. Man. Alright, let's see. Oldest. Okay. Nah, you supposed to help these kids and be a role model. Nigga, these bitches need to start having kids with role models. If you can't do that, then I don't know what to tell you. So 6. It's not that bad. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna have y'all hang out here. Yeah. All right. Much appreciated, y'all. Much appreciated. Absolutely. And be checking out a video because I am about to put a video out on white fatigue. Like tomorrow. I actually got it done already. I should put it out today, but I didn't. So that's coming out. So stay tuned for that. It's like a 25-minute video. And yeah, I'm definitely working on putting out more takes and stuff. I am gonna start doing that, so y'all gonna see more videos come out. So make sure, look, man, you want to support the channel, support the, like, obviously everybody, Cash App, do donations, absolutely appreciate that. It always gonna appreciate that, and y'all know how I am about promoting, other people as well. I'm one of you to still do that. So make sure I I'm gonna have to come up with a way that I can just email. Like, what I'm probably gonna eventually do is try to get an email list or something, and y'all can just put your email in there. That way, y'all can communicate with me easier if y'all got stuff requests, as well as y'all. I know you're gonna get the email from me, So well, eventually, so that needs to be done, and so that way, y'all can just go ahead, hit a video, and like always, like the video, share the video. These videos gonna be done in such a way you can share them too, wherever you got them. But especially if they're relevant, don't just start spamming my stuff with stuff. But liking and comment is always gonna help. Engagement is always gonna help, and actually watching the video, 1.5 playback speed. If you don't want to see it when you convenient, but a like and a comment is always gonna help. And then and yeah, so yeah, and so we'll work on that later. But be staying tuned for that. So with that being said, I ain't going no Earn and Leisure Vest Fest. That being said, appreciate the donations and everything. As started off, peace.